We're given x is equal to a cos omega t. We need to find how the probability density dp by dx depends on x, where dp denotes the probability of particle falling within an interval from x to x plus dx. So let's see it with phase diagram first, because it's easier to understand what's happening when we think in phase diagram. So this is a particle which is in the phase diagram, it's going like this. Now if you take x and then further distance dx, so we need to know what is the probability of particle being in this region. So that dp by dx we need to find. So you can see that particle is going to be in this region when it's in crossing this part and when it is crossing this part. So whatever time it spends in this part and this part, divide by total time period of the motion, that will be the probability of finding that particle here. So that's what we'll do. So if this is x dx and let's say this is theta, then this is d theta. So this distance is a d theta, this part of the arc. So probability of being in dx is given as length of this arc of both the arcs divided by total circumference. So that is 2 times a d theta divided by length of circumference. So 2a d theta upon 2 pi a, which is d theta by pi. Now we need the answer in terms of dp by dx. Even though this is a nice answer, dp by d theta is 1 by pi. But let's find what they are asking. So dp by dx. So we have d theta, but we want dx. So we can relate them. So if this is theta, then this angle is also theta. So you can see a d theta sine theta is dx. So a d theta sine theta is dx. So sine theta we can write as root of 1 minus cos square theta. Because we want x, we don't want theta at all. So cos theta is x upon x upon a, that is cos theta. So 1 minus x square by a square. So we put these values here for d theta and we will get dp is equal to dx upon pi root a square minus x square, or dp by dx is this. So we did it with this phase method, so we understand what's happening. But ultimately what we want to find is dp by dx. So that we can do directly also. So let's see method 2. Probability of being in dx is given by time spent in dx divided by total time period. Now how much time it spends in dx? So if the velocity of the particle when it is at x is vx, then the time spent here is dx upon that velocity. So dx upon vx. So that is the time it spends when it's going towards right, and when it's going back, then also it's the same time period. So the total time it spends in this dx, in this dx part, is 2 times dx upon vx. So time spent in dx is 2 times dx upon vx upon total time. So we'll take dx down, we'll get dp by dx is equal to 2 upon vx into t. And we know how velocity and x are related. So vx is omega root a square minus x square and time is 2 pi by omega. So we get the same answer as this. Alright.